If you want to see my first impressions and thoughts on the Selena X MAC Part 2 collections, keep on watching. Welcome back everyone to Skincare and Beauty with Perky Perkins, where I do a lot of unboxings, typically skincare and makeup tutorials, and I also do product reviews along the way. So today I'm so excited. The inner child of me is just honestly like screaming for joy, and I'm so excited because the other day I got my shipment of my Selena X MAC Cosmetics purchase, and I was beyond ecstatic. I was gonna film this video a lot sooner, but sadly I ended up feeling really sick for a few days and I just couldn't film at all. I just felt horrible. But thankfully I am feeling so much better, and thank you all for being patient with me and all those who sent me well wishes and reached out to me on my other platforms to check in on me. I greatly appreciate you guys. But anyways, let me show you really quick what I picked up. As a reminder, you guys, this is the second time MAC has done a Selena collaboration, and this is Selena's 25th year anniversary since her death. And I just, any Latin kid, any Mexican kid, especially growing up in the United States, grew up loving Selena because we felt that we were like her in a way. Like, Selena was such an influential figure when I was growing up. She was part of the reason why I actually did a lot of things. Like, fun fact for you guys, when I was growing up, I used to do a lot of singing, performing, a lot of talent shows. There was actually one summer where I actually was working at the fair in a Selena booth, and I was actually not an impersonator because I don't look nothing like Selena, but I was actually doing all her cover songs while people went and shopped, which was a lot of fun. It's been an adventure, let's put it that way, and there's just so much that Selena meant to many of us. Again, people don't realize that in the United States, compared to in Mexico, over here we're considered Mexicans, but when you go visit in Mexico, you're considered gringo. Like, even within your own culture, that when I remember when I went to visit to Mexico the first time as a kid, I'm like, oh, I'm Mexican. They're like, no, you're not. You're a white person because you're not born in Mexico. That was my first culture shock. So anyways, but let's get to it. Let me stop talking. Let's talk about the makeup and see what I got. Sadly, I was not able to pick up the entire collection for a few reasons. First, MAC Cosmetics is ultra expensive to the point that the last time I made a MAC purchase, besides their setting spray, was when I purchased the original launch. This is literally dust at this point. This is what I have left. Honestly, I wish they would have brought back this. I really wish they would have brought back the blush bronzer duo. It was my favorite to use all the time. I mean, up until it just shattered on me because it was just so hard. I loved using it to this day. Like, I think it's been about a year since I used it. I should just toss it, but anyways, I'm gonna repurpose the compact. I'm not gonna toss it because I still love the packaging. I have the 3 lipsticks. The third lipstick is kind of in my car. It fell under the seat it's really hard to get to. But anyways, I still have also the three bullet lipsticks, which I love the purple packaging. Like, I know I've seen a lot of people comment how they love the silver. Anyways, but yeah, I love the original purple packaging. That was Selena's aesthetic. She loved purple. That was her favorite color, which is my favorite color too. The first item I picked up was the highlighter. This is the La Leyenda, the legend, and the holographic packaging is just gorgeous. Like, I typically do collect boxes. Yeah, I'm weird. I do collect boxes, so to me, I was ecstatic because it's just very unique. And all the two palettes, the highlighter and the eyeshadow palette, also have the embossing, basically, almost, and the print of Selena's famous bustier. I always wanted one just because she had it. I would have just framed it. That's the type of person I am. And according to this, it's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. I'm personally not super familiar with MAC's formulas because I don't shop at MAC often. You open her up. It has the little mirror. And look who's there. Selena. Ooh. So they found a way to get us to keep these little cards. The little sheet protector has Selena's picture in the front, and I usually do try to keep these whenever possible, but definitely I will make sure I save mine this time and I don't accidentally lose it or drop it. And then here's the gorgeous, look at that. Just the detailing of this rose. This was inspired by, of course, her song Como la Flor, and it's just gorgeous. It almost makes you not want to touch it. It's so beautiful. And it's a nice golden shade, and I hope it's not too dark for my skin. I did get darker in the last few weeks, oddly enough, and I'm not even going outside, so weird. So they actually named the palette Me Siento Muy Excited. Again, all of those who grew up with Selena, who watched Selena's movie, like me, I watched it so much. I think I've gone through a few VHSs when I was growing up. That's the scene when Selena first goes to Mexico and they realize, oh my God, you don't know Spanish, they're gonna kill you, you're gonna be destroyed, you know, because again, they're very judgmental, and if you don't know the language, like, I don't know proper Spanish still. It's more like Spanglish at this point because my Spanish was broken. I grew up speaking only Spanish, but over the years you tend to lose some of it, and yeah. And they go and she's like, don't worry, I'll do fine. She goes to her interview and they're asking her questions and she didn't know how to answer in Spanish. So what does she go? When they asked her, how do you feel about performing in, you know, Mexico? And she says, Me siento muy excited. So that's where it came from. But again, the gorgeous bustier, the beautiful lining, and I mean, you can see the kind of like 3D kind of printing right there. It's so cool. Another pretty mirror, so that's really nice. And again, I have to say though, these colors are gorgeous. Now, another funny thing, again, this is why I thought they would have brought back the blush bronzer. Selena wasn't known for wearing a lot of eye makeup. She was literally lipstick, reds or nudes, liner, blush. That's all she used to wear back in the day. So, and that's what I used to do on my makeup days when I was younger, in even 2 years ago. I didn't wear much makeup, no eye makeup, that's for sure. So that's why I thought it was kind of weird. I'm like, dang, Selena didn't really wear eye makeup, but I'm living for the colors. Really, really like these colors that they chose. Very nice, kind of neutral palette, but I like how it has like these, I forgot what they call it. It's not necessarily a shimmer shade. They call it something special. This is a regular shimmer shade, and then it has 5 mattes. Then the gorgeous lipsticks. Came out with 3 bullet lipsticks. Now I did use one. I used Inolvidable, Unforgettable, during my Instagram live last week, and I love how it has the little embossing of the como la flor inside of it, and this is a really pretty color. It's kind of metallic-y. This one is Queen of Cumbia. It's like a vibrant red, or like a wine color. Ooh, there's a little bit of a metallic too. This would have been totally a classic nude for Selena. A pinky nude. Like, I like pinky nudes. Those are my type of nudes. I'm actually gonna put this on. Just for now. But sorry for my horrible swatches, but there they are. I've done all my base makeup, so wish me luck that I don't mess up. But from I had watched a few reviews since I wasn't feeling well anyways, and from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like people are having much fallout and things like that, so we'll put it to the test basically. Definitely I'm going to stick to something very soft, very neutral, because again, Selena wasn't known for doing eye makeup, nor especially anything wild. She did like a soft smoky eye for her Grammy look, so that's where I'm gonna begin. Since I'm not familiar with the MAC formula, I'm gonna start off light, and I'm gonna begin with kind of like this matte caramel color right there. And I'm taking my deli brush from Hank & Henry, and I've already primed with, of course, my George Cosmetics. So far, they're applying super nicely. Like, that was nothing, and it's already like a nice deep color. That looks really nice so far. Okay, so far I like where I have this caramel color in, so I'm gonna move to my next shade, and I want to deepen up the outer corners a little bit more, but I don't want to go to the darkest one, so I'm gonna go with this guy right here. It's kind of like a nice mauve-y tone. I'm gonna use this kind of like pencil brush, and there is a little bit of kick up, but it's nothing crazy, so that's good. That looks pretty. That looks so pretty. So I'm gonna go back to that caramel color and buff it out a little bit on the inner corner. that blended out gorgeous. So now I'm going to go back to this brush and just apply a little bit more back because I buffed out too much. And I want to make sure I keep that deep outer corner. And I'm doing like a tapping motion. Now this kind of like beige tone, whatever. I'm going to apply that on the inner portion before I go in with the shimmer. And I'm just doing that so that there's like a little bit of a lighter base before I go in with the shimmer. And I don't want to cut my crease because I always end up messing it up. And I've heard these particular shimmers, again, I forgot the technical name for them. I've heard they're really, really good. They're supposed to be very impactful. So I don't think I should need to cut the crease. At least from the videos I've seen, no one's cut the crease. I blend it out a little bit. And I'm going to use this guy right here. It's a Morphe something. It has no number. Start off without spraying my brush first. And I really want to use this lighter kind of pinky. Looks like a rose gold pink tone. That guy right there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. This is how the three swatched. It's very pretty. I probably do need some setting spray. I will say it looks gorgeous. So I definitely have a little bit of fallout from the shimmer. Not too bad. It was more in the inner corners, so that conceals pretty good. Now I'm gonna be buffing it out again. Actually, I need a clean brush. I'm gonna actually go and blend with this light shade here. With the same brush, I'm gonna go back into the caramel shade, right here, this caramel shade, to add a little bit more pigment. I really love how this is turning out so far, but now let's do our under eyes. So for the under eyes, in true Janet fashion, I want to do something with the contrast. So for me, because the only contrasting color is this red, I want to do that on the bottom lash line. Start off using this pencil brush by Luxie. That's really nice. A nice vibrant red. I'm just buffing it out right now with no extra product. Now I will add some extra product. so pretty. I want to use this kind of pinky shimmer, so I'm going to drop that on this portion. I'm going to brush this off. This is clean. Just want to buff it out again. I think that looks really pretty. For now, I'm done with the eyes. So let's get some highlights. Leyenda. Now I can't even speak. Leyenda. I said it earlier. The legend, okay? Leyenda, yeah. Legend, Yelen. Now I'm trying to say refrigerator. What the heck? Anyways, so we got this beautiful highlight. My Hank and Henry Melly brush. Just go in circles. Doesn't seem like it picks up very much. Just spritz it. So I'm gonna get off camera, do my lashes, and I'll be back to finish the lips. And I'm back, you guys. So I'm really loving how this is coming out. My lashes are a little over the top. Honestly, they are. But I really love how this look is coming out. It went from like a soft, subtle look, and then the lashes just made them go to that full glam, in my opinion. Now I am using the Makeup Institute lashes in Vamp, I believe. I did realize I wanted to pop some of the highlight on the inner corner and my brow bone. So I'm going to take this little pencil brush and ever so slightly it's more intense when I pop it in with my fingers, so much better. So now for our lipstick. I feel like going in with a darker shade today since I've been doing a lot of neutrals. So I'm gonna go in with Queen of Cumbia. I'm gonna use my Gerard Cosmetics Immortal. I could have gotten the lip liners, but I just felt that I have quite a few at this point where I didn't really need the lip liners, and I didn't want to, you know, overdo it. But if they do come back in stock, because I think it's sold out at this point, I might pick them up because I realized they're complimentary. I'm going in with Queen of Cumbia. Oddly enough, Immortal is the perfect shade. This is like a metallic kind of wine color. And you guys, I think my look is officially complete. So let me know what you guys think of the look. overall, you guys, I do think the items that I did order and tried on, everything was beautiful. The eyeshadow palette, the mattes had no fallout whatsoever. They had a little kick up in the pan, so in all honesty, that's not a big deal. It wasn't all over my face. Those shimmery shades did have a little bit of fallout on the inner corner, just a bit, but I almost feel like maybe I might have done too much on the brush, and maybe that's why, because I did spray it a little bit. But other than that, it wasn't a big deal. Everything layered and blended beautifully. You could do a nice natural look. I mean, it is a simple palette when it comes to colors, but overall, for the formulation that everyone talks about, because again, I don't really own much MAC products, but compared to other eyeshadow palettes that I do own, this is a really nice quality palette. It is a little bit more pricey. It's $35 for the palette, but it's not that bad when you consider other like higher end brands selling like a 6-pan palette between $30 to $40, you know what I mean? So I don't think that's bad, especially with how the quality is and how many grams per product come per pan. Now, this highlighter is very gorgeous. I will say it didn't overly show any of my texture, which is great. That's usually one of my fears, is that the highlights overly show texture, and it's not glittery. It's kind of like that nice glow, like, you know what I mean? I don't like glittery highlighters. Like, that's why I have several that I don't even use. It's pretty much just decoration, because I just don't like glitter, because glitter highlighters tend to emphasize texture, especially when you're over or have problematic skin, which I do. The lipsticks, they're gorgeous. I am realizing that like the pink and the wine tone have more of a metallic-y feel to them. Well, I probably should have just looked at these. And the nude tone is kind of like a satin finish, so I'm really excited to try that out at a later time. But again, I hope that they do this again. I really hope MAC Cosmetics brings back the blush bronzer. It was just one of my favorite items from the original collection, and this time I would probably buy 2 if I could. So now, you guys, because I'm a few days late on announcing my 1K giveaway, drumroll please. So when I saw her name pop up, I was very excited. A longtime supporter of my YouTube channel, so I was really happy to see that she was my lucky winner, because I was really hopeful that whomever won was an actual supporter and someone that actually engages in my videos. And the lucky winner is Chelsie Gainey. Congratulations, Chelsie. She's always watching my videos. Please appreciate it. It was actually my 1-year anniversary this last week, and top it off, I was sick, but it was my 1-year anniversary as well, so I'm so excited. But like they say, don't fret, my friends. I will have other giveaways coming. I think my next giveaway is gonna be either a 2K or a 2.5K. I'm not sure yet. I'm starting to order some things or saving some things for my next one. So again, thank you guys so very much for all your guys' support. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So congratulations, Chelsie, and everyone have a beautiful day. And again, stay safe. We're about to go back to the real world, you guys, and it's a little scary. So anyways, thank you. Goodbye.